Oh, Spitwads, we have, dare I say, one of our greatest spit hits ever today on the show.
It's a spit hit.
And we think you'll enjoy it very much. And if you don't, you could put it off till tomorrow because that's what we're doing on the show today. We're talking about some of Jason's procrastination habits.
What?
And we're talking about the best, well, we're drafting the best thing that you do when you go to the movie theater, which is eat snacks. We're going to draft the very best movie theater snacks and plenty of other shenanigans on today's episode.
Oh, it's hilarious.
Please enjoy this spit hit.
What happens when three buffoons give life advice, explore unrealistic situations, and give random topics more thought than they probably deserve? It's the Spitballers Podcast with Andy, Mike, and Jason.
I told you it was coming.
We've had 68 episodes of the Spitballers podcast. You've been sick for a month. I've never been more afraid for a scat in all my life. I don't know what I feel now.
But I know where you feel it. And that's
Is
your
that
heart.
The respiratory system?
Oh,
okay.
Yes. I've entered your respiratory
lungs.
system. You'll be down soon.
Just be happy out there as you listen, knowing that none of the projectiles that, well, he scattered. I mean,
You guys are toast.
Duck and cover. We're done.
Look, I feel like I'm borderline over it.
I would say that's fair.
I've still got a cough from time to time, nasty things happening.
I judge it based on how many times you have to pause our foosball games coughing. And
Yeah,
I
that's
think
fair.
you're very close to being
I'm down to 2 or 3 per game.
2 or 3 pauses per game. At least it was just a month.
Well, whenever you do really cardio intensive things like foosball.
You do breathe real heavy.
Yeah, I mean, you
when
gotta
we-
just in
when
general.
we play.
just like, why do you breathe like that?
Well, here's the thing. Would it make you feel like you've been discouraged? Let's be honest. Let's be real.
Okay, this
You've been a
show's
little
about being
down.
real.
You've been a little discouraged with, how long it's taken to get over this. Would it be better if you knew that you had like some atrocious disease that you overcame because it took so long? Like if I told you today, hey, guess what? You had pneumonia.
Heck yeah, man.
Would you feel a lot better than just a little bitty baby cold?
Of course I would. I'm on the other side of it already. I want to have overcome I want to put a badge of honor
Right.
on myself of
Take
like
that, Oregon Trail
Yes,
riders.
Exactly.
Pneumonia's nothing to this
I
guy.
used to have AIDS. Now I'm fine.
Whoa!
Like the bigger the better. I overcame.
I guess if you're through it, you might as well throw the worst possible thing on there.
Yes.
Well, congrats on overcoming AIDS this past month.
Yes. I did it.
All right. You can find the show on
Whoa,
Twitter at
okey-dokey.
SpitballersPod. Jason said it at the beginning, SpitballersPod.com. Become an official Spitwad. Support the podcast that you know, love, and are afraid of. And we appreciate you supporting the show on Apple Podcasts, subscribing, reviewing, Google Podcasts, wherever you're listening, Spotify. We do like to read your reviews from time to time because they are very entertaining.
Reviewasaurus Rex.
This one comes in from FantasyFB_Kiss. 5 stars. Congrats. You have perverted my life. Says, congratulations on your podcast award
Thank
for
you.
Best Comedy.
Oh, that's true. We did win that.
That's right. Thank you.
What, this whole thing?
It says, I enjoy listening in every week. However, you have really altered the way I look at things in life. Starts out every morning when I grab my toothbrush and I think, should I dry brush or wet brush? Also now whenever I walk in a grocery store or a hardware store, I look around thinking, what can be weaponized?
Yeah.
And I now fear flying because I have to think about what pilot means. Keep up the good work.
You're welcome.
We will.
Did you guys ever have something in your life where it was like this for our friend here, Fantasy FB, where it was altering the way that you look at what's happening?
All
For
the
the point I wanted to bring up is like, funny enough, we were just talking about this on a different podcast or the radio show, but I brought up Tony Hawk's Pro Skater.
Yeah.
And while that was happening, that phase of my life, I mean, I was really into Tony Hawk, all of them. But then I would walk around and I would see like these really high architecture pieces. And I'm like, man,
You could do a nice trick off of that.
I'll drop a 50-50 on there, go right into a Superman grab, land in a front manual. My multiplier will be off the chain.
Yeah, no, I get what you're saying.
That happens with so many things in life. I feel like every time
we just talked about the pet peeves and the toilet paper. I was in blissful ignorance thinking it doesn't matter how you put the toilet paper on the roll.
Shameful ignorance.
Now you've changed my life, and now I look at under rolls as a
or
terrible part of
under
humanity.
rolls is like my tum-tum.
Yeah, I have a lot of under rolls. How about every time you get a car? If you've ever purchased a new car, all of a sudden you see that car everywhere on the
That's
right.
true. That's true. That does happen.
Like you get a Honda Civic, it's like, oh,
a lot of people
no
buy
idea how many Honda Civics were out
a lot of
there.
people buy these.
Yeah.
Copying me. All right, let's get into our first segment.
Would you rather?
All right, this one comes in from Stefan
Oh,
on Instagram.
Sounds fancy.
Would you rather get up right now and run a mile
Oh gosh.
or wait until tomorrow and run 2?
Oh, this is a perfect.
It's such a simple question.
it's the. Have you guys seen when they do the marshmallow test to the kids,
Yes.
where they put the one marshmallow on the table, so you have to sit here for 20 minutes, then you get to eat it, or then we'll bring you another one if you wait the full time.
Yeah.
No one waits.
No,
but
the
it's
smart kids wait.
It's
Yeah,
the opposite.
some of them do.
Problem here. It's not that things get better if you wait. It's things get
Sure,
worse
yeah,
if you wait.
Yeah,
So the nice thing is I don't have to do it now, but it's going to get worse. And usually
100% worse.
Usually that's the route I take.
Why do today what you can put off until tomorrow? That used to be kind
That
of
you
my
can
life motto.
Put off to tomorrow and have to do twice is the way that this one works.
I think if we brought up I think we can agree we are close to superheroes.
I was
The
gonna
three
say
of us.
in perfect shape.
Physically?
Yes.
Physically.
No. Just like powers. And if I have a superpower, it would be procrastination.
Oh, I gotcha.
I am so unbelievably good at procrastination.
You're so good at it that you now look at it as a positive skill, apparently.
Exactly. It's a talent.
You're like, I'm the best.
I can put
I like
things
bragging about this.
off to the absolute. When I was in college and had papers due, it became a badge of honor to be like, dude,
I did this last night.
this is due this morning now. Like, I would get so late. It's like it's a 15-page paper. It's the day of now. Like, most people are like, oh, I procrastinated. I didn't even start until the week it was due. Like, come on.
I had some procrastination problems as well. I had a very similar event to this in high school. Did you guys do the egg drop? The egg drop in science, where you have essentially you build a contraption and then you'll go up like on the bleachers.
You're trying
or somewhere.
to catch the egg?
No. You're trying to secure the egg so when you drop it from very high, it doesn't break.
Oh, that sounds amazing. And no, I did not.
Oh, I thought this was very common. So,
Well, we were both assigned it. We never actually did it. That's the
well, that was basically where I was when I parked my car, and we all parked in the same spot. Me and my friends were walking to school, and they start talking about their devices.
Oh, and you had nothing.
And they start showing their devices, and I went,
Whoops.
hold on, guys. Hold on, fellas.
Wait, now, had you forgotten? Or
I had 100% forgotten about this like huge project for my science grade.
So what'd you do?
I scrapped something together throughout the morning. Like I felt like MacGyver. I would just find things. It was, hey, what, are you done with that plastic bottle? Excellent. I'm gonna cut the top off of it. Oh, you got an extra piece of construction paper? Perfect. I got a nose cone.
You always got to have a rubber band.
I want to know the grade. What'd you get?
I got an A, my
Oh,
man.
my
Yes.
God.
I pieced this thing together over my first 2 periods.
And that's why
Wrote a report and got an A.
I had a paper that was given to me by a professor that they said, can I hold on to this? I want to share it to the other faculty. It was my proudest moment because I was like, if you knew how quick I put that together, you'd be ashamed of what you're saying to me right now.
And
So-
that's why, really, after 68 episodes, our biggest message out there to the world is that school is useless.
Yes, kids don't do.
Education, school. No, I'm kidding.
We're
But
just saying that you could get it done real fast if you want to.
it's funny. Those
Humans could do very amazing things when they're put under time constraints.
when they're reminded that they have a giant project.
Yes.
to do. I don't think it takes like my argument for waiting till tomorrow here would only be based around I want to be like wearing running clothes with running shoes or something of that nature. I don't think it's that important to prepare for the 1 versus 2. I'm going to take the 1 mile right now. I tell my son when he gets home with his homework, because he has a focusing problem. He kind of does a little bit ski, and then it's like 10 minutes of distraction, and then a little bit, and then in his mind, homework takes 2.5 hours.
Mm-hmm.
And I try to tell him, I say, knock it out, son. I'm talking to you right now, Caleb. Caleb, knock out that homework.
So veggies first.
I was not a procrastinator because to me, the mental thought of something to do was a problem to me.
It
So
was stressful.
for the most part, yeah. And I had my moments like the egg
It is
thing.
for him too. He just
No,
shoulders it.
But mine turns into excitement.
Yeah, I know. I noticed that. It's a
I'm so
problem.
excited.
But for me,
I
if
have 10 minutes.
if I knock it out, I don't have to think about it again.
That's
So
true. Are you a vegetables
I'll run right
first?
out this door right now. I'll run my mile, and I won't have to do 2 tomorrow. What were we saying?
Vegetables? Are you vegetables first type of feller?
Look, vegetables are atrocious, much like school. Come on, kids.
Yeah, he's an ice cream first guy.
But yes, I was the let's put it in Lucky Charms terms. I ate all the regular cereal, then I ate the marshmallows last. Yes.
Now let me ask this: like when you are eating something now, do you strategically save what you consider to be the best bite for last?
I try to make. I'm a proportional eater. I want every bite to be like if I'm doing tuna fish and crackers, I'm perfectly rationing my crackers and my tuna fish for equal finishing moments.
Because this has gotten caused some strife in the Wright household.
Really?
Because when I'm eating something, like let's say the part you like of the burger is the middle. You know, there's no edge bun, whatever. That's your perfect bite. I don't roll that way. I just eat, and I eat very quickly.
You do.
Which ends up, then I start looking at what food my wife has left. And she will frequently leave what she considers to be the best part of the food to be last,
Interesting.
which then frequently turns into me scooping up her last piece because I'm like, that's the end of it. She doesn't need this.
You dirty dog.
I have so many times.
And does she say,
she
I
gets-
was waiting to eat that?
Yes, she gets so mad. And this has not happened once, twice. I can't count how many times I have and it's not on purpose. I'm not going with ill will of saying I know this is your favorite part. It's just, I'm going to take a bite.
Just imagine.
But she always tries to save the best part for last.
Just imagine this kid is eating all of the garbage non-marshmallows in the Lucky Charms, and I roll up.
sawdust.
Yes, and I roll up with a big spoon, and I grab that whole thing of marshmallows. I go, thanks, bud. That's what you're doing.
Yes,
Yeah.
it is.
So you don't. I notice, when you're out to lunch with us, we call you the meat pirate. Sometimes, if we've got a little leftover meat, eventually you get to the point where you're scooping it up. But you ask permission.
Yeah, but
at the Wright household, there's no permission. You just scoopsy
I don't ask permission from my wife to
eat the best
off
part of her plate.
Well, and to be fair, this started completely with her. I mean, she established the no boundaries in food. One of the very first times we ever went out, so we're a lot younger than we are now, but we go out to McDonald's and we brought her brother along. Well, apparently they do something that I have never encountered before. So we go. I, of course, buy the supersized fry because I'm a man. And
Right. And you're young, and it
yes,
doesn't.
and I
yet
eat whatever I
affect
want. Both of them buy, like, they go smalls. They want to save the money, whatever. We get down to the table. They immediately grab all of the fries and dump them into one giant pile. And my face, like,
You are not happy.
What?
No.
Those are my fries.
I got the really big one, and now I have just contributed to this communism pile of French fries.
That's ridiculous, first of all. Second of all, be careful where you're listening to the Spitballers podcast, because the last time I said something about my wife on this show, she happened to be playing that episode at that moment while we were on a little family trip, and I had to sit there with a grimace on my face as I listened through it.
This is legendary in our house. I
But-
have no problem sharing this.
little bonus pet peeve from the previous episode of the pet peeve draft would be when the spouse says, "Oh no, I don't want any of that," and you get the like the movie theater drink, and then they do want it.
They
did want a drink. Do you want a drink? No, I don't want a drink. But they did want a drink.
There is
I'm
very
happy to buy you a drink.
little in this world that gives me genuine anger. I'm not talking
Hulk
some
out?
like, that's annoying. I'm talking like I fill with rage when that happens, because that happens. Like, you know, and I'll even preface.
Oh, I don't want to. It's always
I'll
the
say,
dessert at the restaurant. Oh, are you going to get dessert?
I'll say like, I'm not sharing this. If you want it, you're going to have to order your own. And then it gets there, and the bite happens. The fork comes over, and I'm just like,
I told you about this. Now, Mike, did you pick up the fries and carefully put them back into your,
I did
your
not.
supersized container? Because that would have been great. Like,
nope.
That would have been a power move. But you know the rate of speed at which I eat. So where they thought, we're making a big pile for everyone to share these fries, the last laugh was on them.
because you ate more
You ate more than the supersize.
Because my speed, which I can eat French fries, is unmatched.
And because of
okay.
all of this, I'm going to take the 2 mile tomorrow.
Okay, Mike, last call here.
Unless I'm wearing dress shoes right now, which I never do ever in my life, then I will get up and I will do the mile right now.
I mean, you have to live your life knowing that, look, you could die at any time.
That's true.
And if that's true, then
Then he doesn't have to
then
run
I might
any
not have to
mile.
run the mile at all.
And therein lies why the papers got done the day before. He was hoping for grim death. All right, Julia from Twitter. Would you rather have the flu for the rest of your life, or would you rather have a painful sunburn for the rest of your life? Neither can be treated or cured.
Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. I have already verified that I can live with the flu for my life. The last month, I've basically had these symptoms: the cough, the breathing, the nose,
Well, you got to mix the fever in for the whole month now, though. The flu, you're going to have a fever.
It's not a month. It's the rest of your life.
You can't treat it either. No ibuprofen, no Tylenol. Also, you can't rub any aloe vera on that sunburn. So basically, what pain do you want the most? Because you're not in no pain here.
Sunburns are a real sunburn, not like, oh, I got a little sunburn on the back of my shoulders, but like, oh, whoops, I thought I was going to be out here for 5 minutes. It was an hour. I am a lobster. Those are unmanageable. I can live with the flu. I can't do anything when I've got a true hardcore sunburn.
I'm going the other direction. I think I'm going to have to take the sunburn.
You're crazy, man. Because the first couple days you were sick. You
slept through the whole day, you said.
You told tale of how you were completely useless.
Yes.
That was that's the flu. The flu is not you're able to get up and go to work and record a podcast. You don't actually have the flu.
But
fever, aches, loss of appetite.
Yeah, your skin hurts. I mean, yes, your skin will be in pain when you have a sunburn, but when you have the flu, your entire body, your bones hurt.
Yeah, but so
hear me out. Madness.
Let's say that I feel like I was able to overcome, like, the first 3 days I was down, I was out. I don't think the sickness went away. I just learned how to deal with it. And so that's what would happen. No treatment, no cure. I would just overcome.
Yeah, well, I think you're going to be really uncomfortable in both situations. Part of me thinks if I just sat still with that sunburn, it'd be more manageable. You know, don't move. Don't let your skin crack. Watch a little Seinfeld. You'll be fine.
Have you ever had the sunburn so bad that you see the pink elephants? You have you lose your mind and have crazy fever dreams from the sunburn?
No, that's a thing?
Yeah, no, I've never.
I don't think that's a thing,
All right,
Mike.
Jordan from the website, would you rather work a traditional 5 days on, 2 days off, or 6 days on, 1 day off, plus an extra week off every 6th week? This is a very particular question.
Mm-hmm. This is probably advice this person needs.
The person that asked did say they just switched jobs and their new job is the second option here, and they were just wondering
This
what
is
we
real
would prefer.
life.
There are a lot of jobs that are like this. I mean, my aunt is a pediatric nurse, and she would frequently work, the 24s, right? You work like 2 24-hour shifts where you have no sleep, and you have to juggle what's the most valuable time to you. And obviously losing a whole day off every week, that's a big deal. But then you get the week off.
Yeah, let's just
every
say
6th week.
Let's just say basically for this, I'm getting Sundays off. So I'm working Monday through Saturday.
Yeah.
So right now I work Monday through Friday. And so Saturdays become the nightmare birthday time. The nightmare birthday time for parents is known as, I have 3 children, and between family and friends and school buddies and everyone, there's always a birthday party every Saturday, and I've got to go.
Nightmare birthday time.
Here's great news. We ordered so this Saturday coming up, it's a cousin's birthday. You want to know why?
It's a Saturday.
Because it's a Saturday. That's why it's a birthday. We went out and got a couch last night, a little pull-out couch. They could only deliver it on Saturday. Do you know how excited I was to have?
Because you're going to miss nightmare birthday
I'm going to
day.
miss the birthday party. So
for delivery of a couch?
Someone's got to be there for the couch.
Oh, man. Someone's got to sign for it.
Someone's got to do it. And look, I will sacrifice
Oh, you're such a trooper.
the cousin's birthday because I got to get the couch.
Is this your way of saying that you'd like to work through all your Saturday birthday time?
That is
and then
correct.
get the week off later on.
And then I vacation every month and a half.
I think that part is nice, where you can plan a vacation
That's true.
and not miss work, but then you still got your work vacation time.
So then you take a week off and you plan it around that 6th week.
Yeah, now it's a 2-week vacation.
I'll tell you, though, it's tough. Like, if you've got stuff to get done around the house or deal with different things, you got one day to do it. You've got to decide on that one day, am I going to relax and have a day off, or am I going to get all my not work stuff done that one day and then not relax?
You know who would be able to get it done that day? King Procrastinator. I'm used to that. That's no problem.
All right. I don't mind that. Mike, do you have a vote
I'll
here?
say
You like the week?
We basically do this right now. During the football season, we work 6 days a week.
Yeah, that's true.
So if
Where's our 6th week off though?
So if I tell my wife I'm going to be on the same schedule, but every 6 weeks we'll get a week off.
Our vacation is called it's called the Spitballers podcast.
Yes.
You ever heard of it?
I have.
The Situation Room.
Well, Alice from the website has brought us back to a familiar place. Your local wizard.
Oh, he's back.
The local neighborhood wizard has granted you one wish, as he is prone to do. However,
But he is a turd. His wishes always come with terrible side effects.
Well,
and
let's see.
It does come with 2 trade-offs. Once again, he's making a trade with you. Initially, the chance of your wish coming true is only 1%. Well, that sucks. Increasing by another 1% each day, that it remains unused until it reaches 100% on the 100th day.
So your wish will come true.
If you wait 100 days. No. It doesn't come true in 100 days. Your chance of it, if you wait to make the wish,
Right.
100 days and you make it on the 100th day, it's got a 100% chance of coming true. You make it on the 20th day, you got a 20% chance of it coming true. So you can wait to make the wish.
Man, today's podcast has all been about
It's very specific.
It's all about waiting.
Well, and this is a real person that has a real local wizard in their neighborhood, and they're asking a real question. We're helping them with their real life.
Yeah.
Here's the second trade-off, because we need a second trade-off.
Of course. One is not enough.
However, only the first time you wish for something will count, meaning if you accidentally say, I wish it wasn't so cold in there on day 35, that's your wish.
Oh, man.
So then the situation is just, what do you do in this scenario?
I would mess this up.
How many days in?
The first day. The first day I would accidentally say, like, I mean, how often?
I wish we could get Culver's for lunch.
Yeah, I've got to start paying attention, just in case my local wizard is around the corner. I need to start paying attention to I don't know for sure that I use that verbiage. The wish, I say need a lot. Like I need something. I want something. Do I say? Oh,
you
man,
might say like, I wish I had that, or I wish that was mine, or I wish you were this, or I wish this was happening.
I feel like I do it like on television shows, like
on all the shows you're on.
Right.
Yeah, I'm very
all
like
the
while you're filming NYPD Blue.
When I'm watching, I'm like, oh, I wish he didn't do that.
You know what
I mean?
Yeah, you could have those.
And then it's like, oh no, he said yes to the date. Like, no,
He doesn't seem risky to me.
I think I know what would happen with Jason.
Okay.
You would have a 3% chance of not going to a birthday party that first Saturday. Because on the third day, you'd say, I wish I didn't have to do
Oh
this
my
weekend.
gosh, you're right. Every
That-
3 days, he'd say, "I wish I didn't have a birthday party this weekend."
That verbiage would definitely that has come out of my mouth plenty of times.
But then 97% of the time, you're still at the party on that situation because you've made the wish every 3 days. Your chance of it happening goes up over time. I don't think I use the language "I wish" for a bunch of negative things. So the risk of accidentally saying it doesn't concern me a whole lot. Like,
I wish you would die.
well, that's not good.
Whoa!
I wish you were dead.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh! You've got a chance of killing someone.
Well, you got to be a little when you've got a local wizard. You got to be a little more careful with your tongue, with the loose tongue around these parts. Now,
Be careful what you wish for.
the real tough thing is, let's say you're patient. You're not you're willing to wait, and you get to like day 75, day 80, day 85. You've got something.
I'm a gambler.
You've got something you want. You figure the odds are in your favor. If you don't get what you want, you got to wait another 100 days to guarantee it.
You've been waiting a long time. Imagine getting to day 98. You can make the argument like, oh, it's only, you've waited this long, wait 2 more days. But also it's like, dude,
It's 98%.
this is 98%.
I know
like,
how math works.
Yes, exactly. I'm good to go here.
And what if day 98's the day of the birthday party you want to go away?
That's not going to be my wish. I can overcome. I mean,
Yeah, but you'd wish no birthday parties ever again.
Yes, he'd wish them. And then you'd accidentally wish away all birthday parties.
oh, that would stink.
Oh.
I do like some birthday parties.
Like mine? You like my birthday parties?
I love your everyone here. I love your birthday parties.
Yes.
And family listening. Oh, I love those birthdays. I'm not talking about.
What about the cousin that you called out specifically?
Well, no, I love that cousin's birthday
But the
party. I was talking
couch.
about the other
The
cousin.
couch.
Okay.
The cousin
Yeah.
that's listening.
No.
I love it. No, totally. The people listening are getting mixed streams
Yeah,
right now. I'm talking about
the
someone
show
else.
was recorded on October 11th, 2019. All right. I think I would be prone to waiting, and then I'm just cashing in on a sweet wish every 100 days.
Oh, this is repeatable?
Or is it's just a
I
one?
thought it was
I
just
think
a
it's a
one-off.
one-time
Oh,
thing.
one shot. I'm waiting 100 days guaranteed. I'm waiting all the way.
I
If
believe
I'm a one shot, there ain't no way I'm taking a chance with that.
I believe in myself. I believe that I could bite my tongue for 100 days and not say I wish. So I'm going for I'm gonna go 100 days,
Yeah.
and then I'll. What do you wish for?
One wish out of 100 days?
Yeah, is it just like just a ton of money? Is it? I mean, that's like I think that's the true thing that most people would end up wishing for.
When you've just got one wish, that's a tough call.
I don't
you
think
got
you're-
100 days to think about it.
I also think like there are
That's true.
there are limitations. This is a local wizard. It's like,
Yeah,
I
he's
want
not
to cure
international.
hunger.
He can get-
There's a local wizard. He can't get that done.
The best you can do is say,
Ridiculous.
hey, I wish my local wizard, can you just like reduce my utility bills just a little bit? That's
Right.
what the local wizard can do. He can handle very municipal, close to home matters.
No, that's
I
not
wish
bad.
I wish we had a roller rink in our city. That's what he can do.
Yeah, I think you could
That's
get that
it.
done.
He can-
The kids still love the roller rinks.
Yes, is that really what is that your wish for
No,
your city?
That's not
It's
my
like,
wish. Unless it was a hopping place.
Yeah.
Get an awesome ladder.
Joey from the website, the government has placed a contract on your file. Oh, I didn't read that right at all.
Oh, I love it though.
Let's start over. Joey from the website, the government has placed a contract on your life.
Same letters.
Yeah, a very dyslexic moment. You have the ability to hire one TV, movie, fictional human to protect you.
Oh,
Who do you hire and why?
I mean,
That's
I
your
was-
situation.
I was
You-
going straight to the genie, but is not a human.
So you need somebody to straight up just protect you. You need one person to protect you from your demise.
I know my answer.
So this can't be a superhuman. This is just a regular human.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, didn't he say fictional human?
Fictional human.
Yes, but like Superman.
Is fictional.
Yes,
but Superman is not a human.
He's not a human.
Oh, okay.
He's a Kryptonian.
Yeah, you're a superhero. You're a
We're talking
mutant.
like Jason Bourne, for example.
Right.
I don't know.
Yeah, no,
Okay.
A fictional TV or movie.
I mean, I know my answer.
Human.
I feel like I know your answer.
No, you don't.
Okay. Oh, yes, I do. It's got to be John Wick.
No, but
Oh.
that would be a great answer.
Yes, it would.
No, that would be a great answer. But the problem with John Wick is that's forever. I now like best friends with John Wick, which in itself would be pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Because we would live in the John Wick world. But no, I'm going with smash 90s sensation, The Eraser, the Arnold Schwarzenegger movie, because his entire job was he erased you from existence. He would make the government believe that the contract was fulfilled. And I would be living large in witness protection.
Well, I leave it to Mike to remember things like that.
Yeah, not only I'm impressed not that he remembered the contents of the hit movie Eraser, which I'm pretty sure was a failure, but
Not when I'm watching it.
I was impressed.
It's awesome.
I was impressed that he remembered the beginning of this question where it's like, "Oh, it's a government contract on your life. That's part of this."
That was like 2 minutes ago, Jay.
dude.
I was going to go with my local wizard, Gandalf. I figured Gandalf is he human? He's human.
He's a wizard.
Yeah, but he's human.
I don't know, because if you think about Lord of the Rings,
Sometimes questions should be simpler.
think about this. Lord of the Rings, you've got elves, you've got wizards,
You have humans.
you've got humans.
Well, think
Like
about
Gandalf wasn't included in the
think about Harry Potter. What do they call them?
well,
I mean,
Muggles?
they're humans.
The Muggles are the people who are the regulars,
Right.
This
correct?
is getting too down the rabbit hole. I just figured I wanted a wizard that was willing to take
No
on
magic powers.
a giant demon and kill himself for my sake, but whatever.
Okay. I'm taking John Wick. This government, it will not
Yeah.
exist soon.
All right, I'm moving on. Adam from the website. Today is your birthday.
Oh, Jason's invited.
You receive a text from someone whose number you don't have in your contacts and you have no history with. They wish you a happy birthday and say you have to hang out again soon. How do you go about figuring out whose number it is without revealing that you don't know who they are? I wish I had a more complicated answer. I'd say I got a new phone. I lost my contacts. Who is this again? Done. Finished.
I thought you don't use that verbiage. You just said you wish for that. You're done. You don't get to your 100.
Your wish is gone, man.
Yeah.
They have been added to your contacts.
Is there a very
It's Bill.
conniving?
Congratulations.
My wish is done.
Bill from accounting.
I figured it out. From accounting, Mike. Thank you. Is there like a very smart and strategic way to do this? Like, how do you spell your first name again? I'm writing you a letter. How do you spell your last name again?
The first thing I do is I Google the
Smith,
phone number.
Smith.
I feel like that crap never works.
It never works, but it's the first thing I will do.
There are 10,000 companies that are offering a service to reverse look up a phone number.
Right.
But none of them actually do.
No, and you have to pay. You get to the end of that line, you got to pay money.
I'm not paying. But I think if you search for it can you search for people by phone number in Facebook? Can you search a phone number and if that's associated?
No, I don't think so.
I'm going to test
Yeah,
it.
check
No,
it out.
I'm fairly certain that
Doing
that would
research for the people.
that's the privacy thing that I'd be super surprised
What I
about.
do is I'm like, I get real excited. And I say, oh, totally. Let's do this right now. I'll meet you at the Wendy's. I'll be wearing the blue hat.
Oh, wait, you're going to spy out on them and then ditch them?
And then I will wear a red hat, and I will see who shows up, and then we'll see maybe if we want to be friends still or not.
I hope it's a really flamboyant hat, and you think you're blending in by wearing a red top hat instead of a blue one.
I assume they know who you are since they're texting you.
Yeah.
You're not fooling
now
anybody
you-
when you show up in a red hat.
What about
They just
sure,
look like a fool.
Sure, let's do it next week. Send me an invite. You think that would work?
How about
They put their name in the invite, right?
Who sends? Wait, what?
What if you ask for the
Who
address?
sends like a formal invite?
Not like a letter. Not like
what
an
are you
invita-
expecting? A Google invite?
Yeah, like we have run a business. We get invites all the time on
for business?
well, sure.
Not like to hang out at a movie. Like, hey, you want to go to a movie on Thursday? Yes, send me the invite.
Invite me on Facebook.
What if you just say, sure, what's your address again? And then you look them up by ad. That's better.
Yeah, how are you getting to that conversation?
And why do you
Oh,
want their
good to hear from you. What's your address?
That's a weird.
Well, you want to hang
I'll
out?
stop on by.
I might hang out at your place.
What's your address, strange Bill from accounting?
So here's what I would do, and I know this for sure.
You would phone a friend.
No, and I'm not proud to admit this, but I know for sure, like, this situation is very realistic. It's your birthday. You get a message. Someone wants to hang out. Happy birthday. We should hang out soon. I don't know who they are, and therefore, I don't care.
Yeah. But are you blocking the contact?
No, I'm not blocking because maybe I make a lot of mistakes in my life. And
this is a person you've already hung out with. They say again soon.
Yeah, for sure.
You just hung out with them.
That's awesome. I will run into them again.
And they'll say, why didn't you answer my text?
And I say, what text?
So you have to delete it.
Sure.
So you're not blocking,
but deleting.
Of course you're just going to not have a friend. That's your choice.
Well, in this
equation.
Look, I've got 2 good friends here. Your
Not
numbers
if you lose my number.
That's true.
It's over.
Then we're going to have to just communicate in person, like the olden times.
Yes, when they didn't text. You guys ready to draft?
Yep.
The Spitballers Draft.
All right, Jason has the first pick. Our draft topic today is best movie theater snacks. I think this is a good one.
Yeah,
Can we start with a question?
Please.
Can you, like, my brother-in-law, Josh, is, he's not a big spender, right?
Gee.
Like,
Josh is 100% the dollar store candy smuggler.
Please drive this bus over Josh.
my point is when I go to the movies, like we do a bro date every once in a while, I'll go see a movie, and I don't like a movie theater experience without snacks. Like I don't. Like it's part of the experience for me is having snacks at the theater. And every single time he gets a courtesy cup complimentary of water. And that's all he ever gets. And so I'm left holding the bag, literally, of popcorn.
So you feel self-conscious.
I get a lot of snacks at the theater, and I love it. It's part of my experience.
What is a lot of snacks?
Well, I
just want to know, like, genuinely, like, when you go all out, do you get multiple candies plus popcorn ever?
I've definitely done multiple candies and popcorn, but traditionally it would be large soda, large popcorn, large candy. That's all I mean.
What about the dibs?
I've never done it, believe it or not.
What a mistake.
Well, I mean, I like ice cream, but that's just, it's okay.
This is too convenient that it's wrapped up in individual bites.
Yeah. But the point is part of going to the movies for me is the experience of the snack.
The food? Okay.
And sure, if you want to smuggle in the dollar store, I've been down that road. It's nice. You get wider selection sometimes, whether it's Walgreens or Dollar Store or Target. You get a wider selection, a bigger box, and you don't pay as much money, and I can fit that in.
It is not
my wife's purse.
That's what I was going to bring up. It's not fair as a man that does not have a man bag. I know at times,
get a bag.
Mike, you've had a bag, but I don't have one. And I take my kids to the movies sometimes without my wife. Obviously, most of the time we go together. We've done the stop at the store, load up the purse thing.
It's a smart move.
We're humans. We're Americans. But I've done this before where I've done this and it's just me and the kids, and so it's not like one candy. It's like 4 or 5 candies.
That's hard.
Probably 5 because there's 3 kids and I'm buying double.
Right.
So my pockets when I'm walking to these places, dude, it's like one of the scariest thing because they're bulging at unbelievable levels, making sound everywhere. I've literally told kids, like, you can't buy things that rattle. You're not allowed to buy. That's the only rule here. No rattling.
Invite me to your next birthday party, and I will buy you a bag.
Okay.
We'll buy you a nice man bag.
He buys those adult version of the shoes with the wheels on them so he can roll in without moving his feet back and forth.
Yeah.
So there are a lot of things to consider, I'm saying. To me, going to the movies means having a snack. And I don't understand just getting a little thumb-filled cup of water. Thumb-fill? I don't know what that means. A thimbleful of water. And it just doesn't, it's fun for me.
No, I completely agree.
Because I like eating. All right, so best movie theater snacks, a lot to figure into this equation. Jason, you get the first pick.
There's a 101 here, and I don't know necessarily that it is my favorite, because I'm a sugaraholic, and this is not.
You can get the sweet version.
So are
of
you
it.
Are you drafting the best snacks, or are you trying to win?
Well, no, but the thing is even though this isn't necessarily my favorite, I can't remember the last time I went to the movies and didn't get popcorn. I genuinely, I don't think that's ever happened. I mean, you go to the movie theater, when we buy candy elsewhere, we walk in and we walk up to the counter and still buy popcorn. We're not having a popcornless movie. I mean, this is America. So popcorn is the 101. That's the snack that I have to have. I don't eat popcorn other places. You know
who does? The man you should have left the pick for. What just showed up at the office the other day?
You ordered not just a bag of popcorn. You ordered a jumbo family enterprise. Like, you could go into business selling bags of popcorn now. That's how much showed up to our office. Who eats popcorn at an office?
I'm going to start.
Oh, new trend.
First of all, the popcorn world is it's been revolutionized by the invention of the flavored powders.
Oh, so good.
Which are so exceptional. Which,
What's
by
the best
way,
one?
Ranch.
I like the
Ranch is the best, followed closely by white cheddar.
For me,
I'll go white cheddar. Yeah,
I like the sweet ones. I like the cinnamon and basically turning it into candy.
Once again, you don't know what you're talking about, and yet you took popcorn with the number one pick. You didn't leave it to me.
Now,
that's my expertise.
Do you buy popcorn or do you try to get the kettle corn? Do they have kettle corn in the movie theaters?
Yeah, some.
You ever been outside, Mike?
Sometimes. I'm not a popcorn person.
They have flavored ones. They really haven't worked them to a good place yet.
They're
over flavored. They're
completely
weird.
I want hot buttered popcorn. And when they look at me and they ask, "Do I want butter on this?"
They don't just go right to, "Would you like extra butter?"
Right. That's what they should.
More
do.
than once, I have taken one of the powder canisters from my house, emptied half of it into a plastic bag, and brought the plastic bag in my pocket.
Yep, we've done it too. And let me tell you this: if you put butter on the top and you're not layering my butter, you're not getting a tip.
Okay, so you know enough about this world, more than Mike knows.
Yes.
And you took popcorn. It is the number one pick. It's by far the best choice there.
That's true.
I got in an argument the other day at an AMC because they didn't have the powder, and I planned on buying the powder for 50 cents. And then they told me we haven't had the powder for a year. And I said, "You're a liar. I bought this powder from you last week." But they said, "No, we haven't had it for a year." And we argued about it a little bit.
I believe they were right.
Did you win?
No, I lost because I didn't have any powder.
No one wins in that situation.
That was a trick question.
I'm going to go with soda.
Okay.
A large soda. It's synonymous with the movie theater. I would like to take popcorn. I can't, so I will take soda as my first round pick.
Yeah.
All right. I will start my first of two picks with the thing that I have had at a movie theater more than anything else, and that's the nachos.
Really?
I am a nacho man.
Nacho man. I want to be a nacho man. You really left me hanging at the
I apologize for nothing. But I love nachos, and movie theater nachos the quality has gone down, but I still buy them.
I have a
price
question because we kind of teased it out earlier. Now you bring up nachos, which is when I was going to ask this question. First of all, learning new things about you. I didn't know you were a nacho man. Second of all,
nacho man.
Nachos and certain candies, if you buy the wrong one, are loud. Have you ever been in the movie theater? Now, Mike, you eat fast. I'm guessing you get those nachos. You sit down in
during
the theater.
the previews.
Before the previews are done, they're gone. But nachos in the middle of the movies can be loud. Loud cracking, you got quiet parts of the movie. The other thing I've made a big mistake on before, I don't recommend buying Mambas.
Oh, because they're all individually wrapped.
They're all individually wrapped, and they're loudly wrapped.
It's
and
the
if
worst.
you try to undo a Mamba during the movie, you might as well be in Mission Impossible trying to sneak into a room.
And I've been there, and you know that everyone around you knows that they don't sell that here.
Nope. You brought in a loud candy.
Broken the rules to hurt my movie experience. I hate
What are Mambas?
Mambas are like Starbursts.
Why don't you just buy a Starburst?
No,
because Mambas are different, and they're good, and they have
different.
different flavors. And just wake up to the world around you.
They're bigger. They've got different flavors. They're fantastic.
Yeah. So you've been there. Is all I'm saying is that's a tough world to be in.
Yeah.
The individually wrapped world.
All right, we still on Mike?
We're still on Mike. He
Okay.
took nachos, which I understand. I've never really ordered them at the theater.
My wife loves nachos at the theater, the ballpark, whatever. I've never been a fan because when you started to say nacho quality has, and I thought you were going to say gotten better, and if that was what came out of your mouth, I was going to say I can't imagine where they were because I have them when my wife orders them because of course. And they're just the worst.
But you keep eating them?
Well, yeah, there's cheese on it.
So what's your second pick, Mike? Because
All
this
right.
is where it's getting harder now.
Yes, it is, because I am torn between getting the candy of my choice or just running a full embargo on all the best food.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
The best movie theater foods, but I'll stick with my heart, and I will take probably the only candy I will buy at the movie theater, and I will take Sour Patch Kids.
That is a wonderful choice. It is a frequent choice of mine. Generally, I'm in a mood of, do I want something chocolatey? Something more of the the M&M category, my pick about that I'm about to make category.
Don't you do it.
Or I go, the sweet. And the sweet choice of choices is Sour Patch Kids, and it's a spectacular decision, Mike. I respect you so much.
I have eaten Sour Patch Kids probably 20 or 30,000 times in my life, and I am positive that 100.
When you ask me,
that 100% of those times have been at a movie theater.
Whoa! Yeah, and have you ever been unhappy with the decision?
When
I go double candy, I go a chocolate candy and a sweet candy, and I'll go Sour Patch Kids, and then I'll pick my pick right now.
What I'm sad about look, Sour Patch Kids are great, so this is not me taking away from them, but Sour Punch straws. I don't know if you guys have ever.
Are you just giving them a shout out?
Of course, I've had them
because they are much better than Sour Patch Kids, but they are not nearly as popular. They lost the sour battle.
They're so good. They're so
good.
All right, I'm
Now,
going to go with Reese's Pieces.
No! Oh, man.
You wanted it back to you. I understand. If Mike had gone the full food route, I might have gone Sour Patch Kids. Then you could have gone Reese's Pieces. Unfortunately, my pick,
That's disappointing.
My pick is Reese's Pieces popcorn, man. All right?
I have popcorn, and I don't get Reese's Pieces.
No, good luck. Enjoy your less than sufficient experience at the theater.
This is stupid.
I'm happy. I got soda and Reese's Pieces. I'm having a nice time in the theater. I'm just skipping popcorn this time.
Reese's Pieces are the absolute that's
the
the 101
goat
of
candy.
That's the 101 of my favorites, right? Like,
It's the 101 of my 101s.
I've gotten more popcorn at a movie theater than Reese's Pieces because sometimes I pivot. You don't really pivot from popcorn to another type of popcorn, but from candy to candy, you might be feeling a little different.
Or in your case, you probably get them all.
Right.
Like I do. I mean, you want to have variety.
All right. So now the first question I have is whether or not this is allowed. I think it should be, genuinely, but I will leave it to you guys.
Filet mignon.
No, but I much prefer. I have evolved over time, and I've got to be honest. I very much prefer now Sour Patch watermelons. Sour Patch watermelons are so much sweeter.
You are fine to draft that.
Yeah, I mean it's
a different candy.
Yeah, it's a different candy,
and they are available.
Yes, so I'm taking Sour Patch.
Excellent. Those suck.
No, I know because you love. I know you wouldn't like them, Mike, because you're all about sour candies.
Yes.
You love them being extra sour.
Yeah.
I want a little bit of sour.
The lack of variety is interesting to me. I see them everywhere. I know people like you exist that are apparently devouring them. But I can't ever make. I've never been able to make the choice.
Wait a minute, you haven't had them?
No, I've had them, but I've never. I've had them in passing. Like somebody offers me one, and I'm like, yeah, I want one.
When they're available, though, right next to them is always Sour Patch Kids.
Problem, and I always get Sour Patch Kids, and I'm never unhappy.
So there's you see on the ground. There's two bills, and you can grab one. One's a $5 bill. One's a $100 bill.
Here's what I need to teach.
Congratulations with your $5.
This is what I need to teach you, and I am sure I need to teach the hundreds of thousands of people out there.
Millions.
Yeah, I mean, I guess we are over 2 million downloads, so sure.
Thank you.
Everyone is
They're
downloaded
all separate
one.
people.
Award-winning, Jason.
So the people out there, I'm sure there are a lot of people that are in the same place you are at, which is what you just described. You see both options. I used to be there. I used to be that man. I would always side on the variety or the
better tasting one.
The variety of the Sour Patch Kids. Now, I did not besmirch Sour Patch Kids a moment ago because they're great.
So he's saying, but you have really besmirched him.
Oh,
no, that's fine. You can
besmirch.
This. You've got the worst food takes in the world, Mike. You besmirching my food take is literally a compliment. But I'm telling everyone else out there, you specifically, Andy, go grab the bag of watermelon next time.
You want me to do it next time?
And because once I made the transition,
Better buy a backup.
Once I made the transition, we already know he did and will and would have anyways.
And you can't return candy at the movie theater. Trust me.
Do you hear how delicious this candy is sounding because of what Mike is saying?
The fact
Andy,
you like it so much, I do trust that.
What is your Andy? What is your opinion of Mike's dessert tastes?
Well, with Sour Patch Kids, my opinion is he's 100 out of 100.
We're in lockstep here.
Yeah, but he's not up to date with popcorn and whether kettle corn's offered in public places. So I think I'll try it. I'll try it. Okay.
Okay. All right. Now
So
I've got
you need
another
pick.
I've got another pick. There are plenty of ways I could go here.
That's true.
I am between a few.
It's hard not to go. There's classic. There's some classic choices.
Yes. So the one that I would take here, I'm not going to take because I'm positive. I'm 100% positive it gets back. It's going to be my next pick. So I'm going to grab an icy. Ices are, my
Tell
kids,
me what they are.
my kids will have never been happy at the movie theater without an icy.
My kids are the same way. Even when we buy them and bring them candy and we say, don't ask for anything, the first thing that happens when you walk in the movie theater is they ask for an icy. And I'm like, I just told you not to.
Yeah. And honestly, whenever
$59.95 per icy.
Whenever I decide to let them get ices, I have a better experience
You
because
pull out a second mortgage.
because I'm getting an icy for myself.
They have a financing department now available on the end of the aisle.
So I'm building a real team here. Popcorn, icy, and a candy.
Trash.
And a beautiful, delicious, wonderful candy.
I hoped you didn't take icy because I think it was the next best pick. I think you are building a nice team. I think you've got a little bit of a niche candy. That's your weakness. But those out there that relate to you, that people in the niches, they love each other. I've got
niches
soda.
Get stitches.
Yeah, I've got soda and Reese's Pieces, and a tough decision now. I have a pick that I want to hit with my last one that I know none of you will pick. So now I'm sitting here, and I could let Mike get the food that he's thinking about right now, but I won't. I'm going to go soft pretzels.
Dang it.
You wanted it.
Yeah,
I know
I
you
did.
did. The soft pretzels, they've got enough varieties now. You can get with salt.
The
cinnamon.
The cinnamon sugar soft pretzel is.
You want to clog your
Oh my
bowels
gosh.
up in under 30 seconds.
You got
man.
dipped that icy in that icing, man. Oh yes.
And I don't know where you're going to go from here, but I'm going to go with the soft pretzel. I think it's a good pick.
That was a great sensational pick.
What happens real quick before you pick?
Sure.
Because this is super fun. I used to work in a movie theater. I think, didn't you, Jason, for a day?
I worked there for a day and a half.
What happens? Have you ever have the movie that lines up with dinner? You forgot to get dinner. You're at the theater. You're like, I need to find a way of piecemealing dinner together at a theater.
Yeah, I've done that.
Now there's more places that offer kind of like, we've got like White Castle burgers.
They deliver you a meal now.
Yeah, the kind of meals. But like
Back in my day.
the soft pretzel was one of the keys to the substitute dinner,
Yes.
movie theater dinner.
Yes, but the actual real dinner, if you're going full dinner, you go nachos and then a hot dog.
Oh!
So I will be taking a hot dog.
Oh, you're going to be so sick tonight.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That
I
was
know.
my pick that I knew was coming back.
You
to
thought
me,
a
Mike.
hot
Oh,
dog
that's
was?
silly.
I almost took it at number 2.
Dude, who likes movie theater hot dogs?
I love them.
They're
Dude.
so good.
They're
so good.
I've worked in a movie theater in my teens for multiple years. I will tell you this now, Jason.
Oh, I'm well aware.
You got sick for a month because of whatever hot dog you most recently ate. They are green. They've left them over days. I've never been more sick than a movie theater hot dog. That's why I couldn't pick it.
Well, here's the problem.
Now I got to find a pick.
Is you worked at Harkins, and it was
No comment.
it was well known in our community here growing up in Phoenix. Is you bought hot dogs at AMC.
Okay.
You do not buy hot dogs.
Really?
at Harkins.
That was known.
Yes.
It was a good decision.
It
Yes.
is known.
But Harkins popcorn was way better than
It
the
is.
AMC.
It is better
It's
popcorn.
so much better.
Yeah.
So that was kind of our rule of thumb. All right, to finish it out, I kind of teased it at the beginning, but I will take dibs.
I can't believe you took my hot dog.
Don't you have two picks?
Yeah, I took
Oh,
a hot
the
dog.
hot dog and the dip.
I'm taking the hot dog and I'm taking the Nestle Crunch dibs.
As the ice cream connoisseur of this state, I
That's
have never
Possibly the nation.
I've never really gotten into the dips because of, and it simply comes down to one equation for me, and it's proportions. The Dibs, the proportion of ice cream to chocolate, it's too much chocolate per ice cream bite. That's all it comes
Interesting.
down to.
Nope.
For me.
They're great.
Nope. Here's the problem with Dibs, though, because
It's too small.
I do get them. Well, that is one. There are two problems. One, it's too small by 4 or 5. But the real problem is there's a very limited time of the sweet spot of how most of the time when you get them, they're too frozen. And so you got to wait for them to thaw a little
I have
bit.
never experienced
and then they
too
can,
frozen.
then they can over thaw.
No, you're right. They 100% can. It's a
But when
dangerous.
it's
a
perfect-
dangerous game.
When you time it right, it is delicious.
All right, I'm gonna go for no votes here. I'm gonna go movie theater classic. I'm gonna go Old Man Andy. I'm gonna go a candy I still pursue for the occasional movie. No, it's not Milk Duds, but that's an old school one.
No.
It's Snow Caps.
Oh, that's
Oh,
perfectly fine. Snow
goodness.
caps
Snow Caps are
delightful.
wonderful.
I love
They
Snow
are
Caps.
dark chocolate.
I thought he
You
was
just
going.
aged 10 years.
I thought he was going Raisinets.
No, goodness, kill me now.
Snow caps are awesome.
Local Wizard. I wish Raisinets never existed. There's no candy.
Raisinets are great.
You're Al Borland.
What?
You like Raisinets?
I love raisins.
Yeah, I like you less. All right.
Raisinets are very good. They're
Raisins covered in chocolate. Take
Look,
the
the
raisins out.
raisins
It's
out.
fine.
Yes, Nestle Crunch a bunch. That's better because you got no raisin. We're
right.
all in sync there.
But
I'm
Snow
just saying,
Caps. Are you a Snow Caps guy?
Not really.
Do you like dark chocolate?
Not really.
Okay, it's a dark chocolate.
the better
It's
chocolate.
delicious. For whatever reason, the white
Heaven beads. is
heaven
what
beads are just too delicious. So I appreciate the fact you like that one, Mike.
I love 'em.
I'm going Snow Caps.
All right, and I will finish mine off with
And
a
if you want to
hot
lose
dog.
a tooth, Milk Duds.
Hot dog. Give me my
Can't
hot dog.
have a hot dog.
All right, how about peanut butter M&Ms?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, you can go peanut butter
Why not?
M&Ms. I mean,
Wait, because
they're
of
not
Reese's
readily
Pieces.
they're not readily available. I mean, I would say you can go peanut M&Ms. I've seen that a lot.
No. I want peanut butter M&Ms, and I'm fine not being allowed because it's too similar to Reese's Pieces.
Oh, it's
This is my
superior.
loophole.
I've got no problem with that. It's a loophole.
Yeah.
It's an inferior loophole, Watermelon Man.
Okay, give me peanut butter M&Ms are shockingly better than Reese's Pieces.
Yeah, they're not
in
shockingly.
kind of
It's-
like-
it's factual.
And kind of like a worse
They're bigger.
candy
They're-
flavor.
They're just bigger. they're better. But the thing is again, don't hear what I'm not saying. I'm not besmirching the delightful Reese's Pieces. I wanted that first because every movie theater has Reese's Pieces. Not every movie theater has peanut butter M&Ms, but
It's
if
rare.
they got
It's
them,
rare.
they're great.
Yeah, they are delicious. Yeah,
Okay.
that's fine.
I'll take that.
There are. Did you guys? I'm surprised. We're done with the draft, right?
We are
So-
finished.
Red Vine's not selected.
Red Vines was
not. You thought that's where I was going with the classic,
That's
and
what-
it makes perfect sense.
it's where I thought you were going. It's also where I was about to go if I was overruled on the peanut butter M&Ms.
Red Vines deserve a shout out. Raisinets should be burned, all of them.
Yes.
What else
Crunch,
is there?
the Crunch Bunch, Nestle Crunch. Those are
See, the Crunch a Bunch
Now,
or whatever, man.
that's just like the deconstructed bar.
yes. It's
I like the Nestle Crunch
fantastic.
bar.
I
I don't
like-
want
I
the
like it
Crunch
too.
a Bunch.
No, Crunch
Those
Bunch
are
is so
called
much better.
Bunch of Crunch.
Bunch of Crunch. Go Bunch of Crunch, Owl.
Other considerations, classics in the
Swedish
category.
fish. I love
Swedish
Swedish
fish.
fish.
Yeah, that's my wife's favorite. Whoppers. You guys
That-
like Whoppers?
My wife does. Those are boring.
I like
Get outta
Whoppers.
here.
Malt balls.
Yeah,
They're good.
boring.
Um,
The reason you shouldn't take Red Vines is it's already you've alienated half of the people because you're either a Red Vines person or a Twizzlers
It's
person.
not half though. It's got to be
Red
like
Vines is so much better.
70-30.
I love both.
how
And
about
I'm not
how
ashamed to
about
admit it.
dots? How about dots?
Dots.
My wife loves dots. I hate dots.
Dots are phenomenal, but it's very similar to the bonbon, but it's like a stale factor.
I feel like I could give you 100 candies and you would have a nice 2-sentence breakdown of each one already prepared.
100% correct.
Yeah.
This is tough because right now I'm trying to like go lower on carbs. I'm not going keto, but I'm on a little health kick right now. So this has been a really difficult exercise for
That's
me.
too bad because we really should have a feature on our YouTube channel. It's like Jason reviews candy.
Oh, heck yeah. That sounds
it's just-
awesome.
What did we learn today?
I learned that I should have a YouTube channel where I review candy.
Yeah, that'll go well with the health kick. That'll
Well-
go real well.
Maybe it will blow up, be extremely popular, and I could pay for health
You'll
care.
blow up, I'll tell you that.
If you think I would just be who I am.
No, come on now.
No, because I eat a lot of candy. Except right now while I'm trying to, be a little lower carb.
Slim it up.
Yeah, just tighten up.
All right. What did we learn on today's show, guys? What did we learn?
I learned that Jason has contorted his thinking into believing procrastination's actually
Like a feature.
It's something. It's a value now for him.
Yeah. He's real good at it.
Do you know how much extra
Altruism, procrastination.
Right.
Same difference.
Look, I get extra time in my life. It's a superpower.
All right. Jason, do you have something yet?
Oh, I wasn't joking. I learned I should make a video channel where I just
forgot you
review
said
candy.
that. Yeah.
It should be have really sophisticated regal music, and the way that you describe the candy has to be
Super professional.
Yeah.
All right. I learned today that, unfortunately, Al Borland likes Raisinets, and that is it's changed my opinion of him. And I don't know what we're going to do with that information.
Yeah,
but thank you for tuning in.
Not surprised that Jason likes it.
I just like most all
He
of
just
these
likes things.
That's the problem. Hey, we'll see you next time. Goodbye.
Thanks for listening to the Spitballers podcast. To see what other nonsense the guys are up to, check out SpitballersPod.com.
Not so, man.